Hey, this is Ron from the Groomatorium. Today we're featuring a number of things that are under our umbrella. We've got our Barber's Brand Classic Pomade. I've got Stubble Buster Resolute. And we've got a brush that I made back in 2017 from a brand called Landmark. These are going to be coming back on the market soon again, so keep your eyes open for those. And matching Aftershave from Stubble Buster Resolute, which is based on Fahrenheit by Dior. So I'm going to start with a bit of pomade. My hair tends to be a bit dry and fluffy, so we're going to first wet that a little bit with some water from the sink. Take a little bit of this pomade. This is a water-based pomade, so it washes out fairly easy. It is a bit stiffer than most water-based pomades, so you got to do a bit of a breakdown in your hand. But you put it in your hand, you work it together till it's nice and smooth in there, and then you work it into your hair. Doesn't take a whole lot, probably something like a peanut or an almond size, and that's sufficient unless you've got fairly long hair. But my hair is on the verge of needing a haircut, and that amount looks like it is just about right. Let me just get it worked in there a little bit. My hair, for some reason, works better with just my fingers and not using a comb. But yeah, it looks like that's about as good as it's gonna get. Wash that off the hands. Again, since it is a water base and not an oil base, it is a whole lot easier to wash off than an oil base would be. Next, we're gonna move to the shaving. I do what they call wet shaving, where I use a traditional double-edged razor and shaving soap and a brush. So we're gonna be using this. This is, as I said, Stubble Buster Resolute. And that's what it looks like in the tub. This is a brand new jar that I'm just starting now. So what you want to do is grab your brush, get it nice and soaked with water. Let me see if I can get that in the camera here. Nice and soaked with water. Give it a squeeze. Squeeze out any of the excess water. And then start working it in here. My standard rule of thumb is I start working it and I count to 20. So I'm gonna say this is about up to 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, I think I squeezed a bit too much water out of this brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of water to this. Add a bit more. And apply that directly to my face. I like starting in circular motions first. That tends to work the lather into the stubble a little bit quicker. And after I do that for a while, then I move to straight painting strokes. Okay, this is still way too dry. So I'm actually gonna just dip the tip of it into a little bit of water here, shake out the extra, and work it back in again. Sorry for looking down at the camera here. That's where I've got my mirror this time. Last time I didn't have a mirror and that was a disaster. Ended up ending the video with a bunch of shaving cream on the side of my nose. I said I was not going to do that again. Now, Stubble Buster soap, it does lather up really quickly, gives a really decent lather. If I worked this a bit more, it would end up being a bit fluffier and probably a bit slicker if I added a bit more water. But quite frankly, for me, this is just about right. Set the brush aside. Let's get this lather off of my fingers because you leave it on there and you end up dropping your razor. Not a good time for anybody. Take the razor, wet it in the sink. Now, normally I use running water for this. I'm in my lab in the basement, so I don't have running water. I've just got a bowl of water here. But it'll do the job just fine. Now you want to be careful not to use any pressure when you're using a double-edged razor. That's just going to cause you cuts, and it's not going to cut any closer. This isn't one of those multi-blade razors that you just go all ham-fisted on your face. This takes a delicate touch, but it gives you a better job for a whole lot less money. And I'm finding out that a little mirror on the table is once again not a good idea. So next time I do a video shave, I'm gonna be putting a larger mirror behind the camera. But for now, I guess you're gonna see what it looks like if you shave without a mirror.
It's time to go.
All right, that looks pretty good. Got a little bit of lather stuck in the blade here. So I'll unscrew it slightly just to give a little bit more room for water to go underneath the blade, and that resolved the issue. Grab a towel. Wipe off the extra lather. Wet my face again. Dip the tip of the brush back into the water. Shake out the extra water and go for a second pass. Now, for my regular everyday shaves, I tend to be quite content with just a single pass shave, but most people that get into wet shaving do tend to do 2, sometimes even 3 passes. 3 passes is a bit much for me, but 2 passes is quite nice. Get the extra lather off my hands again. Wet the razor, and this time I'm going to be going upwards instead of down. By the sound of the razor cutting through stubble, you can tell that there is still hair to be cut. Alrighty, that feels pretty good. Get the lather off. Gonna grab my aftershave now. put some into my hand. I would say that's probably about 1.5 teaspoons. I think I measured it, and I tend to use about 2 milliliters. 1.5 to 2. Work it into the face. This aftershave's got all kinds of stuff in there to irritate, not irritate, but to soothe irritation and to reduce razor bumps. So, due to my lack of mirror, again, I had a bit of a rough shave today, but this aftershave will take care of it pretty quickly. And any residual redness, which actually I don't even see that much redness, but if there is redness that I'm not seeing, that you are seeing over there, this aftershave will take care of it fairly quickly. Which is why I use it whenever I'm doing testing with other products, trying new razors, cycling through blades. It's the aftershave that solves my problems the quickest. But yeah, that's about it for today. So that's my daily routine for getting ready in the morning. A bit of pomade, quick shave, and I'm off. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.